Hey all. Well, today's episode is actually a combination of two outings. I was going to do a full video on Deer Park Lakes, so we're going to cut to that first. It was a very interesting 3-day outing, so check it out. Had a few minutes today, so I came out to West Deer Park. Never actually came out here before because all the pictures online show that's a lily pad haven. But I also hear good things about what's hiding underneath all the cover. So trout, it's trout stocked waters 3/4 times of the year before the summer. Sunlight takes us all over. I could see it being pretty cool. Well, the top of the water tells the tale, so let's just cut to the chase. There's a hole. Tighten up the tensioner a bit. See what those bubbles are. I'm still thinking the other side's going to be a little bit better access because you got nothing but plant life right here. Even if I go weedless, it's just too thick. See, this is one thing that makes Carnegie Lake so awesome. Since it's managed by Phipps Conservatory, they're constantly coming around dumping certain chemicals that prohibit photosynthesis from occurring. That prevents this. But hey, if I keep casting out like this, I'll get rid of some of these plants. Flung back into more plants. So, I don't know. We'll give it a chance. Only thing I can do. Now my next problem is, if I do manage to catch one, look at that. Okay, so if you come out here, do not fish with friends. One of you is losing an eye. But yeah, the next problem is dragging them through the grass itself. If I do catch one, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get them out. So, this is pretty much how it went until sundown. I didn't catch any fish, but I did pull out about 500 pounds worth of plants. At this point, I was going to write this whole spot off as, well,
Or I will help you not.
I don't want your help. I want my lamp back. I'm gonna need it to get out of this slimy mud hole.
Mud hole? Slimy? My fishing spot this is.
R2, let him have it. R2!
So I went up the road to this little Italian restaurant that my girlfriend was playing in, which is why I was in the neighborhood to begin with. So listened to some music, got some great food, and our buddy Paul was here. He actually was very familiar with the area and informed me that there's actually 3 lakes here. I was on the 3rd lake, a man-made lake, and Lake 2 is also a man-made lake. He highly recommended avoiding those just due to the nature of, well, what we just saw. The real lake is up on Lake 1, which is a natural reservoir to the creek, so we're going to check that out. Well, right after this killer guitar solo.
That's yours.
Tomorrow.
So I came back up to Lake 1, the top lake, and even though it was much cleaner than the bottom 2, I still had a ton of plant life I was fighting against, making it very difficult to get a decent presentation with any type of artificial lures. But I was seeing a fair amount of fish jumping around. Now, I didn't have much time here, maybe about an hour and a half. Still didn't catch anything, but the fish got me curious as to check this place out again. So, after 2 unsuccessful fishing trips and about 3 tons worth of plant life pulled out, I went back for a third try back to Lake One, and I fished the other side until sunset. And it was worth it. Oh, that's a decent one. Decent something or other. What in the world are you? No, it's a bluegill that went right through the plants. Skunk is off. You're 30 pounds like this, so that's cool. Oh, you inhaled that, didn't you? Whip out the surgeon's gear. There we go. Little gill. Thanks, buddy. So, 3 days out here, you could draw your own conclusions. It's tough, man. I'd never seen fish so inactive. So my advice is, if you are coming out here, live bait only. Presentations are nearly impossible just because of all the weed coverage. I need to check it out again come trout season, like opening day, see if they clear any of that junk out in the other 2 lakes. In the meantime, I still have Rob's rod and reel, so you know where we're going next. So the idea was, I had 2 vacation days on September 10th and 11th to come back up to Tionesta with my buddies Greg and Ron. Greg actually came up a day early on the 9th, and him and Rob actually went into the water with waders to go target bass. It didn't turn out so well because within the first 5 minutes, they both caught muskie on light gear. The impressiveness of pulling these fish in with 4-pound test aside, I noticed how ill-equipped they were with the proper netting, so I made a funny little comment saying that I would most definitely bring them a real net. So how did that work out? What's today's definition of stupidity? Well, it's making a snarky remark about, having a tiny net, catching a big fish, saying that you're going to bring a better net, getting all the way out here and then realizing you left it at home right after you posted that. Yep, that's stupidity. Fortunately, there's a general store down here that sells nets, so looks like I'm buying one. And as they moved more towards hunting stuff, because that's the season we're getting into, I have my option between a $33 trout net, totally useless in this application, we already got one, and more $33 trout nets. So this is going to be interesting. So I'm heading up to Rob's house now, and hopefully we can find something that will pull in a big fish. The ceremonial regifting. And this is what we got right now, and you know what? It's called better than nothing.
So yeah.
May God have mercy on us all.
Save the day.
Yeah, that did save the day.
And this landed the muskie.
That landed the
line's
muskie.
been on her since probably 2016.
Well, I mean, there's something to be had. You pulled one in with 4-pound test. That was 6.
And an ultralight, 4.5-foot ultralight.
Why do I have 20-pound braid on now?
Yeah, I think the
You're
line.
going to catch this one.
To be honest, I think the line just scares the shit out of him.
Maybe.
Frank's onto something with like the low.
That's not the one you were using, right? That little.
No, this I found this in my bedroom. I didn't know I had it.
That's a
I must
308.
have bought it last year or something.
Found it in the bedroom.
Yeah, I had it in the corner. I'm like, where'd that pole come from? I said, I must have bought that somewhere. Forget.
Where I keep my fishing rods.
It's just been used.
So this is what caught yesterday's muskie.
You need a rod, Greg? I got an extra rod.
I got two. Like,
Tiny light,
I brought 3.
4-pound
I
monofilament.
can lend you the musky killers. Yeah,
I mean,
right.
that's just funny to me.
4-pound test.
Jeez.
I wouldn't even go trump.
So Rob's staying up here to cook, and the Three Stooges are heading down to Tionesta to do something.
Stuck you hit in the eye with a bobber.
Not today, devil, not today.
No bobbering.
I didn't bob when I should have.
You didn't weave, you got
It didn't really
bobbed.
got bobbed.
Oh yeah, that's right. When Greg was removing the hook from his muskie yesterday, the muskie spat the lure out, causing the bobber above the hook to come back and hit him right in the eye. It did bleed a little bit. He's okay. Did screw around with his vision that day, as there's a little bit of swelling, but like I said, he's fine. So, what happens when 3 clowns go back to the muskie hole with nothing but butterfly nets? Let's find out. Hi, my name's Jake. I play saxophone, tour around the country, occasionally play bass, occasionally make and sell some music, and what's that other thing? Oh yeah, I also really love fishing.
Is it on?
It is on. It is filming. The external battery is on. These are all good things.
Muskie Adventures start now. Muskies for everybody.
Spoiler alert.
You get a muskie. You get a muskie.
So the next time you hear a beep, it should be to let you know, hey, you're out filming.
Now, that was your first muskie ever, really? Ever?
I've never really fished before them.
See, I've caught them. I've never caught one like longer than like 2 feet though. So I'm going for a 30-incher.
They're powerful little fighters.
He fought
At
for
least.
a while, but then like once he got a little closer, he was like, I'm done.
Oh yeah, you got one of the babies. Brothers over there.
Take a chance on what?
But I don't fall in and put my phone in here.
You don't have a zipper on there?
Yeah, I'll put that.
I bought these ones. The only size they had left was fat guy size.
I bought the little smaller.
But they're nice. But they're nice though because they're loose. You know?
Mine was just too loose. Started to leak a little.
Yeah, let's see if you want.
All right, Jake, what we got to do here?
Rebooting up.
Plan on repelling.
Oh yeah. Well, it works great for this. So if the battery falls out of the harness, it grips onto it. So you got 17 plus hours, but you're never going to make it with battery life, maybe 3 hours tops. So
17 hours.
you're good to go. First time we've experimented with the hat cam.
I think you're looking up at the North Star. You need a.
Yeah. Let's see. So that should be. Take a look at your viewfinder. Hold your hand up. Like you're casting. Okay, but yeah, that should be pretty good.
This is all part of pre-production.
Oh, I could probably just leave this unlocked back here, huh?
Around here, no one touches anything because everyone is armed. Like, yeah, you can try to steal a man's horse, but we still deal with that the old-fashioned way.
Yep.
My typical
For a month.
Yeah, my typical fashion of carrying too much shit.
Got it?
Think you can fit down the slide?
With this? See the outflow today?
How far up is the outflow?
You're looking at it.
Oh, okay.
When you're fishing for muskie, I mean, this area is kind of unique. In most cases, I've seen that you have to get right up on that outflow. As long as you do that, it's like fishing for a school of trout.
Oh yeah.
It's not the fish of 10,000 casts or whatever if you know where to put the line.
This is my first trip to Tionesta Creek fishing it right here.
Oh, it's gorgeous up here.
Hey, be careful on these rocks. They were pretty slick yesterday.
All right.
And it probably rained more since, right?
Well, just they were sliding.
Oh, okay. Breaking apart.
Go ahead, Jake, lead the way.
You're not dumb. You see who carries the most equipment, so if I fall...
Jake, you
If you fall on your back, that thing, you'll practically be standing up with that backpack still.
That's how we took last time. Rob and I went right down here.
Huh?
Yeah, this is a path Rob and I took last time.
Yeah, I think either way, they're going to take you right to there anyway. Yeah, this is it.
Look at all those bait fish swimming at.
They're top. They're the top.
Oh, those,
See that rock right there? That's where I was standing.
this is a lot lower than last time I was here.
Yeah, it's low. That's what he said. I was standing on that rock right there. See the rock out in the center here?
Yeah.
That's where it grabbed me at. It came from that. You see how that pool comes down?
Yes.
Loops around like this? I was out in the middle of that. Rob was right up there and caught his.
Okay.
So I want to go try and get under this tree because I saw some stuff jumping under there.
I'm gonna head right
This
down
hole
here
right here
because
is the
there's
hole.
another pool.
From straight across from me on up.
All right.
There's
That's where
another
we caught
pool
him.
right down here.
Huh?
There's another pool right down here I could get to from shore. I can see where the water depths are, like where everything drops off.
Where are you going to, Jake?
Right down here.
Below?
Yeah.
All right. Try this hole here, Ron.
I'm gonna try
You
it.
can see how
Where you go? You're going over by there.
I want to
Okay.
go right there by this. I want to go right out here and try and catch this tree. There was a bunch of stuff jumping at this tree yesterday.
Okay.
This is the hole we cut the muskie out of.
All right. Sounds good.
And I got to hook
Let's
something
do
up.
it. Let's get them.
Might as well put the same one on ahead.
So the three of us were happily fishing in and right off of the creek, but it wasn't too long until I ran into a problem. Mud being stirred up by something. And that would be a rock. Come on, current, help me out. Good rock. Note to self, when there's tension on the rod, don't do that. I learned myself a lesson right there. Stuck good. Come on, I don't want to lose this crankbait. What are you stuck on? We go upriver, so no tension, walking away. Keeping my thumb on it this time. Hey Ron, could you do me a favor?
What you need?
Trace us back to the source.
Hey, Ron, duck.
What?
Duck.
He's going for my stuff. Watch him. Keep an eye on him.
He's eyeing it up. I see it from here.
I know.
Shifty little character.
That's the reason why I should have wore the waders. I got stuck under a rock and the flow isn't even getting it out.
How far out is it?
There's an island right there. I think I got snagged into that.
Get on there.
Found an advantage to those waders.
Oh yeah, I don't know how deep it is. I don't know if I can get to it, but let me see what I can do. Here, take a couple casts of that if you want. You catch something on it though, that's mine.
Yeah.
Millions of water bugs just fleeing everywhere.
I know. What kind of lure do you have on here?
Just a little crankbait. I don't know what the hell it's snagged onto.
I don't know, but whatever it is, it's on there good.
Even getting on the other side of it, it's still snagged. What the hell did I catch?
There it is.
There it is. Thank you much. Feel free to give that a toss at your own peril.
Oh, I don't want to get a bird's nest. I'll try it once though. I don't want to get it snagged again. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, a Zemco Rhino rod. I got one of these sitting out in my basement. I need to take it out sooner rather than later.
That's a blast from the past, huh?
This was my first real rod. My grandfather gave it to me. Found it on the Ohio River in Southside. He's like, yeah, some teenagers went down, probably got drunk, left a case of beer there,
I know.
left this. They're doing that stupid crap all the time. Old Mitchell 430.
You should be at least grabbing onto a smallmouth here or something.
It's all depending on where they're flowing out. I know a couple hot spots. Usually this is one of them. Thank you kindly.
Yeah, no problem, man.
And look, didn't even bird's nested. Tell you, these reels are pretty friendly as far as bait casters are concerned. So what was it, a rock? You feel like
It had to be a rock.
Line must have got right under it. The only thing I can figure is the line was thrown on by the current. It went right under a rock, and this got stuck on the other end. Is what it felt like.
I might take this leader off, put something smaller on, see if there's any.
Visibility.
Seems like everyone's catching them on smaller lures.
Visibility seems to be key. Yeah, that's always my argument too. Like they're going to go after something that's easy in their path versus something ginormous, you know? It's like getting into a bar fight. You want to go after the small guy.
So the three of us kept fishing the creek for about an hour. Nothing was biting. We weren't seeing much action, so I worked myself back up to the spillway and met a friend who is usually pretty lucky in this area.
Yeah, he should be here any minute. In fact, he's here now. Slow day on the front. It's low, man, everywhere. My buddies are right down there. We're checking out the creek. I'm looking at the entire bed and everything. Like, there's nothing. Like, I saw one little bass floating around. They came down yesterday, caught 2 juvenile muskie on their second cast. But
Been a lot of juveniles hanging out.
yeah.
This is Jake.
Hi.
Dana.
Nice to meet you.
This is my friend from Facebook. Landed a few muskies for me. Pretty good. Just been staying busy. I've only been here twice in the last month and a half, but it's been good each time.
That's always a plus.
My friend Paige is gonna come. Have you ever met her?
No.
She's a better fisherman.
That's scary.
You're always good. Yeah, that down there is awesome. Where your friends are.
Oh yeah, but it's, I know the deep spot's down there, but it's just,
It's more, the deep spot's more accessible from that side.
yeah, that little
Yeah, you got
area
a little
right
cove
there.
that comes in there.
There are waders right now getting to virtually everywhere, but like I
All
said,
these
it's been
big ones
slow
have been
going.
really hanging out in these currents. I seen an Amish guy here the other day catch a really nice one.
Oh yeah?
Right out of this, right here. Yeah, you can see it kind of darkens up right there and goes into a current.
Guy who's down here, we just saw one right in a moss pile. I saw his fin just coming up, like there he is.
Really? Yeah, I'm gonna run some light tackle and see what happens. I've been really focused on catching some really nice fat smallies.
Oh yeah, dude, I've been catching that.
Yeah, that's
Frank is targeting smallmouth bass. Let's see how well this works out.
Hey, you have a good evening.
You too.
A few moments later.
Oh, yeah. He's going right that way. See him? There you go. What I caught yesterday was probably a little smaller than that, but 2/3 the size of that one on an ultralight 4-pound test.
Yeah, I mean, he's 6-pound test. But I have a leader on there.
Yeah, the one I got yesterday wasn't quite that big. Then I had a bobber on, and I looked on shore, whacked me right in the eye. Lost my son after that.
By the way, you could check out Frank's YouTube channel on the Spillway Hunter 814. He's also on TikTok. And yes, he was targeting bass today. It didn't work out. Muskie just loved the guy. And we got the photos to prove it. Well, most muskie love him. This one felt a certain way about it.
Yep, Tater silly, get him in the water. Ow! Tater silly, get him in the water. Ow!
That wasn't bad use of slow motion. But let's try it just a little bit slower. Slow motion. Ouch. That really hurt. So, Paige caught a channel catfish, Greg caught a couple bluegill, and we headed back up to Rob's for some dinner and liquid refreshment. Then a fog rolled in at about 5 a.m. and really impressed Rob and I.
Look at this.
4 a.m. fog rolled in, and Rob and I are acting like children with flashlights because we can. Wow.
It's snowing.
Basically. It's so dense you could actually see the particles of water moving through.
Yeah.
We are living in a cloud right now. Look at that. That's me shining a flashlight, and that's going about, probably about 200 feet. There's moisture hitting everything. This is off the wall. If you want to see what people actually do up in the mountains, yeah, it's basically this.
The next day.
Monday morning. Adjacent, 11 a.m. Fun time last night. Fun time. I'll be awake before 3 p.m.
I'll watch you guys fish for a while.
Saw something jumping up over there, peeking the water.
What's that?
Saw something pressing the water. right around the area where you lost your lure. Greg lost a crankbait and one of his knots failed. He lost something right on top of the wall. It ain't just me.
Ron's a bridge painter. He should be able to walk out there and get that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Call that a jake.
Yes.
Lure goes fly off. Call it a jake.
Yes, we do, especially in this area.
I got jake.
You got jaked. Holy shit.
I saw that.
He came right up and went right after it. Yes, I did, and it was what the follow I wanted. It just scared the hell out of me, man. It was like, what the?
As I looked out, I saw a shadow.
Holy shit.
Unfortunately, it was out of frame, but a rather large muskie followed my lure, leapt out after it right after I pulled it out of the water. He surfaced, he tried going after it to no avail, but startled me. But hey, we know the lure's working. And as a matter of fact, this lure works so well because it looks just like the large minnow that are in here. Watching them both swim together, I picked up on that today. So Ron and Greg took off with Rob to go get lunch, which left me by myself with the butterfly net. Yep, which means if I caught one, I was netting it myself using a 6-foot rod and a 1-foot net. What could possibly go wrong in this scenario?
Got one. Got one. Holy shit. Okay. So let's see how well this works with this fucking net. This is gonna be fun. Oh, he's a nice size one too. Okay, yeah, we're gonna pull you over here. Give you an idea of how strong these sons of bitches are. I think I'm better off just gloving them. You ain't shaking it, bro. Well, maybe you will. We'll find out. Stay right there. Whew. Come on. I barely got him. Got him just enough. Come on, buddy. Oh. Yeah, this is about as pleasant as I figured it would be. Got you right under there. Oh. Hold this pad. Kids, don't try that at home. Oh, jeez, man. Look, this son's a bitch is barely hooked. Whew. Get that out of you and get you back in. One little hook. The bent hook. The bent hook is what got him. Oh, jeez.
This is where I was really kicking myself in the rear end for forgetting my own catch net. And I was ticked that I dropped a game fish like this. So I didn't get any real good shots of him. Basically, my priority at this time was get the hook out, get him back into the water. Because I just dropped dude. I was worried about his health at this point. Luckily, it wasn't too hot this weekend. And when you're handling fish, yes, of course, don't drop them or try not to because, you know, the slime coating is somewhat delicate. But what could really kill them is time spent out of the water, particularly a cold water fish like this in a hot water or a relatively warm environment. So sorry I didn't get any better shots. Sorry, little fishy. Let's get you back in.
Yeah, we'll be cutting that out. And then when you did that, you swallowed it. Fuck.
Oh yeah, bonus points. When he dropped, the entire crankbait flipped into his mouth. So I had the initial hook set, ironically on the bent hook, plus the hook that just went into his mouth and caught him on the tongue. So yeah, this is not a proper way to handle a fish. Don't do this. Bring your own net. I was concerned about his health. I know there's probably going to be guys chewing me out online over this. Hey, it happens. You could complain about it, but these things are powerful alpha fighters and extremely wild fish. So get over it.
Got you out. Would you please stop, bro? Okay. That was not a pretty catch and release at all. Let's get him back in.
One thing I gotta say, this particular muskie became a lot more whooped than the first one I caught. When I was holding the other one by the tail, he flung out so fast and darted right back into the water. This one was kind of appreciating me just holding him there for a second to regain his wind. So I was just kind of feeling him and feeling the strength come back into him before I finally let him go.
Kicked both of our asses on that one. Oh boy. Catch nets. Don't leave the damn catch nets at home. There's one lesson to be learned here. Oh, he's back under. Sorry, brother. That was not the prettiest release I've ever done. Whew. Winded me too. So I'm still stuck down here for a while. Gonna keep on fishing, but lessons learned. If that happens again, I need to keep him right on that shelf, right in the water. That way if he drops, he's right there. Whew. And lesson 2, I need to let them run themselves out a little bit. Me pulling him in like that, he still had too much fight in him when he was there. He released and actually turned off my camera, I caught him attacking some minnow, so he's still eating. That's good. But yeah, catch and release, I hated that, to be honest. So, lesson learned. I happen to hook into a second one, keeping them right on this shelf, keeping them in the water, wear them out first. They'll most definitely wear me out. So Ron came back down and is the only one of us who didn't catch a muskie, so we were sticking around until 5 p.m. today until hopefully he got one. But before he did catch the most amazing sight right at the spillway here. And there we go. Took a minute for me to enhance this and actually find it, but Ron got a much better view of what's going on here, so let's hear his story. What's up? What's up? He went up the spillway. I'm gonna take a bathroom break real shortly anyway, so let's go up there and see what he said. I realized I couldn't hear a damn word you were saying down there.
Oh my God. I just watched a muskie, like this freaking long as your legs or longer. Just jump up and try to swim up the spillway.
Wow.
Until he got up to about where the tunnel is. He gave up and he came back up and swam back down in there.
That is funny.
He came shooting out of there like a torpedo. I said, whoa.
Jumped up like a salmon.
Yeah.
So it's true what they say. They like going up that pipe. So during low flow times, they'll hide in there probably because of the shade.
Maybe. Unless he was trying to say something and thought it went up there, but I
Damn. One thing I always give this place credit for, outside of the abundance of muskie, it's just beautiful. It's a fun place. Wish I would have seen that. Giant muskie jumping up the pipe. Wow.
1 hour later.
Well, how about that? That's a mighty fine catch. Lipless crank. Cool. I had to recheck my inventory, but this is actually the same lipless crank I lost when I lost the top half of my Mitchell rod. This is what I was fishing with when I lost that old 90s rod that belonged to my dad. So, felt good getting at least some of it back. Maybe one of these days I'll find the top half of that rod in here too. Ron got something. Coming on over. See what he got. Hey Ron, bring it on over to the corner. Can you tell what it is? What? Muskie? Oh yeah. Let's suit up. Hopefully this release will be a lot better than the last. Oh, he's all bitten up from another muskie.
Is he?
Yeah. He's got damage to his side. By the way, this is why I don't take the online guys that say when you look at a fish the wrong way that you're hurting it too seriously. These things actively try to kill each other. You'll find things with bite marks taken out of it and everything under the sun. And guess what? They still swim and survive for another day. It's true. Here, fishy, 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 fishy.
Over this way.
Yeah, if you look on his right-hand side, he's got a...
I see that.
just a little bit. Got him. Wait, come on, come on, come on. Got him.
Oh, man.
The net works. Kind of, sort of.
Comes down, I got a flyer. Comes down.
All right.
Good?
We are good.
All right, let's get him back. Got me a little bit.
Yeah, he's going under his own power now.
Under the rock. There he goes. Everybody musky.
And there you have it. 5 guys, 3 days, 5 muskie. Tionesta always provides. It's always a blast. I can't wait till next time I come up here. And until next time, keep on fishing. Frank came up again 2 days later and caught this monster. I busted his balls about it since, well, you know, this fish didn't.